everybody, welcome back. This was some revenge served with a side of petty.
The most pettiest thing you've taken from your ex after y'all break up.
This is gonna be good.
I have no regrets. I took the labels off of the canned goods, and then I mixed them up so that when she opened them, she had no idea what she was getting.
Oh my god.
And then I took all of her spoons. Because all she ate was like cereal and ice cream. I took all of her spoons. And her shoelaces. I'm not really that sorry. And I'm sorry that I'm not really that sorry.
Wow. You really said served with a side of petty, eh? Like that was literal. You're coming for this girl's food and eating habits. Really? The spoons? I love it. I'm a manager. I'm ringing up a woman I have sold things to before. We're making small talk as I ring her up. Note, I'm a lesbian. Customer, I can't believe the president came out in support for gay marriage. Me, I know. Kind of unbelievable. Customer, that can't say that word, is going to burn in hell for that. Me, biting my tongue. Okay. I finish ringing her up and hand the customer her bags. Customer, they should round up all the gays and put them down. Me, that would be bad for me considering I'm a lesbian. The woman turns How could you just say that to like a random person, you know? It's not like they have gay stamped on their forehead. The woman turns pale and walks out without saying a word. A few hours later, I get a call from the manager of another one of our stores. On the line, I can hear the same customer I previously sold items to ranting. Manager, also a woman. So this woman is here wanting to exchange a bunch of stuff from your store. When I asked her what was wrong with the item, she said you tainted them. Oh, give me a frickin' break. I have no idea what she's talking about. Could you maybe clear this up for me? Well, I bet this is because she found out that I was gay. Manager, I see, starts talking in a sultry voice. Well, I'll see you tonight for our date. You should put on that black lace bra and panty set I got you for your birthday. Love you. Hangs up. I'm very confused, seeing as I've never dated that manager, nor did she ever get me underwear, and as far as I know, she's not gay. Fast forward a few days later to the manager weekly conference call. Apparently the customer left the other store after thinking the other manager was also gay. That manager then called every other store in the area and told everyone about the customer. Over the next few days, the customer went to every store in a 20-mile radius trying to exchange the tainted goods. Everyone she talked to pretended to be gay when working with her. She left every time. To my knowledge, she never got her exchange. Good. That's stupid. Stupid.
You have tainted this with your gay. The gays are tainting things by touching them.
You know what? She probably thought that she would be gay if she had that item.
This item will turn me gay because a gay person sold it to me.
Listen, gay people don't really affect you. It's not contagious. The stupidity of some people. Girl would steal my lunch in high school, so I messed with my food. Excellent. This happened 6 years ago in high school. This girl, who was autistic, this is important to the story, would steal food out of my lunchbox and other students' lunchboxes as well. I would be left with nothing to eat around lunch. I complained to my teacher about it and she didn't do anything. This girl's mom would come every day after school to have a report on her daughter, and I mentioned it to her mom. Her mom brushed it off, saying she doesn't know better, just pack more food. But then she could, eat it. This pissed me off and a few of my other classmates that were in the classroom still. We all decided to fiddle with our food to make her stop, because clearly telling her to stop, telling her mom to fix it, and the teacher not doing anything about it didn't help. Also, the classroom we were in had lockers but no locks, so anyone could just grab stuff from them. Okay, that is dumb as hell. There should be locks. Are you kidding me? So me and a few of my other classmates put hot sauce, mayonnaise, and other stuff in our food. Since she also drank my drink out of my lunch, I decided I was gonna put a crap ton of salt and a small bit of hot sauce in my Gatorade. Ooh. Lunch came, and sure enough, she was crying to my teacher. She drank my Gatorade on top of my sandwich and my friend's KFC biscuits. Her mom was called and I was accused of bullying. Mind you, I've told her nicely so many times to stop eating my food when she had her own lunch. Her mom took her out of our school and moved her to a different school. Also, I asked if I could put my lunchbox in the office, but since they locked the office up before lunch, I wouldn't be able to get it, and I wouldn't be able to leave class early, so this wasn't like I did it right away. It's been happening for weeks and I was just fed up. Since she was autistic, her mom didn't hold her accountable for anything along with my teacher, and she knew that. Wow, this one's a spicy one. This is, yeah, because she is autistic, so she might not know better, but like, there are things that can be done to prevent it from happening. If she doesn't know better, then like maybe the adults in the situation could do something to fix the situation, you know, like put locks on people's lockers so people can't steal things. And I don't really know if she wouldn't know better, you know? It doesn't mean that she doesn't have a brain. She's autistic. I'm sure that if the right person explained it to her, she would stop. But there's no repercussions for her actions. And after so many times, like, dang, you just want your dang lunch.
Petty revenge
idea.
Get a gift card to their favorite restaurant, but only put like 12 cents on it. Type a heartfelt note of appreciation for the person, but don't sign it. This guy is a former teacher, so hopefully he'll think it's an anonymous gift from a past student. Address the envelope in cursive, or print it out, then stuff your letter inside. Don't forget the gift card. You forget the receipt. Should I actually send it?
Yes! Send it! Send it! The thing is like, if they check the dollar amount before, it's not gonna be as good. It's not gonna be as spicy, but if they go and they order like $100 meal, expect there to be like $50 on the gift card and then have to spend it all themselves. My ex-boyfriend wanted to see a sold-out show to the Foo Fighters this summer. Him and his friends failed desperately in getting their hands on any tickets. I, however, managed to snag 2. I waited until Christmas to give them to him, and he was beyond excited. Jumping up and down excited. Fast forward 1.5 crappy months later, and he dumped me 2 days before Valentine's Day after literally ignoring me for 3 weeks. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no! I love how he didn't even wait until after the concert. The entire breakup blindsided me after 1.5 years together. I haven't talked to him since, but little does he know that I wasn't quite finished with him yet. My brother just so happens to be a huge Foo Fighters fan as well. I logged into my Ticketmaster account and surprise, surprise, tickets can be transferred. Ha! See, this is what I'm saying. You're not smart. You should have waited until after. So my brother is going to have the time of his life while my ex-boyfriend gets turned around at the doors. Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck! Suck, 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 suck. Sucks.
That was awful. Suckity suck, sucks to suck. Suckity suck, sucks to suck.
I want to hear about your tiny, insignificant acts of revenge.
When I was in high school, in my English class, I had a very specific assigned seat by my teacher, who told me I could only sit there, due to the fact that I had horrible issues with paying attention. And one day, the snobby rich boy who thought he was the best thing since sliced bread decided to sit in my seat. And I told him, that's my assigned seat, I really need you to move. He did not care, so instead of making a scene, I went and took his place, next to his loud, obnoxious friends. And the next day I got to class early. Now, I did not sit in that seat. No. I loosened the screws all the way until they were I'm telling you, they nearly fell out of the chair. So that when he sat down, he didn't sit so much as tumble backwards.
No.
And then he was accused of breaking the chair. He was fine. He didn't get hurt. But I got my chair back.
I'm sure he wouldn't have wanted it as much anymore. No, this is not your email address. There's a lady named Irene who does not seem to be able to understand the concept that my email address is not hers. What? She gives it out constantly, and repeated efforts to explain to her that she has it wrong have gone unheeded. Strong boomer energy from this one. As a result, I know she lives down in the US. She banks at Chase. She drives a Toyota RAV4 that is due for an oil change. And she seems to be having some medical issues down there. Irene, if you see this, call your doctor. She sounds concerned. I've repeatedly asked the various people involved to please inform Irene that she's providing all these places with my email address, which is, again, not hers. The only piece of information that she's ever provided is her phone number, so I've not been able to call her. Although I did send her a Christmas card last year that read, Irene, Merry Christmas. Stop telling people your email address is my email. It isn't. It's mine. How do you not know what your email address is? Like, at that point, you're just refusing to learn. It's not rocket science. Recently, it appears that Irene has been trying to buy a new house and is planning a trip to Venice. I know this because I got all the confirmations of her travel plans from her travel agent, as well as all the confirmations from her mortgage broker and insurance agent. This resulted a couple weeks ago in somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 emails a day. Whoa, informing me of every detail of each of these transactions. Bro, you're like, what? Dude, this isn't good. This isn't good. So I followed my usual approach. I emailed the agents back, and possibly slightly less politely than I could have been, informed the agents that Irene is once again giving out my email address as her own, and I have no interest in any of the private documents they had sent her. Apparently, they tried to call her. Unfortunately, I suspect they all tried to call her within a few minutes of each other to tell her the same thing, and she got very angry with all of them. Yeah? Is that annoying? You find that annoying? She told them, very rudely in fact, that my email address is hers, and people need to stop telling her that it wasn't. And why hadn't any of them sent her any emails yet, confirming all of the stuff she was trying to do? Oh my God. Because you give them the wrong address! Because you gave them the wrong email address! Not after long, I separately got apologetic emails from each of them, the insurance agent, the travel agent, and the mortgage broker, telling me that they were very sorry, but Irene was very insistent that this was her email address, so they couldn't remove it from her account. This seems very stupid to me, but I'm not American and do not understand American rules. So I told them that since I was apparently Irene, and I'm completely sure I did not apply for a mortgage or for insurance, that all of those should be canceled immediately. The mortgage broker told me that if we did that, we may not meet the date required in the contract for the removal of subjects. I told him that since Irene, was not applying for a mortgage, that didn't matter. The travel agent, who it seems had received the majority of the earful from Irene, seemed completely indifferent to my request to cancel my trip to Venice. She did tell me that there might be a cancellation fee for the original flight to Frankfurt. Why was she flying to Frankfurt to get to Venice? I have no idea. I assume there are no direct flights to Italy. I mean, lots of people fly through Frankfurt, but that's besides the point. So I told her to cancel all the rest of the flights and hotel rooms except the original flight to Frankfurt. Don't want to cost Irene the extra $20 after all. I've not heard anything further, and I'm a little sad about that, as there's a part of me that loves the idea of Irene flying to Frankfurt, getting there and realizing all of her connecting and return flights are canceled. This isn't even revenge. This is just like, who wouldn't want to do this? Who would want all these emails? You're just thinking of Irene because these are personal details that she should not be sharing with other people. And I do wonder if she ever bought that house. But at least the emails have stopped. Hooray! It worked! I'm so happy for you. What an unnecessary turn of events. Like, all of that was just so pointless and unnecessary. Figure out how emails work. We're in 2022.
All right, so I dated this canoe when I lived in Toronto. I dated him for like 3 weeks. And about a month after he ghosted me, I was downtown Toronto across from the Peter Pan bar, like on Queen Street West.
Oh my God.
It was like that British bar.
Oh, I know where that is.
And I was with one of my friends, and she was like, I used to date this other canoe, and I made a fake Kijiji account, and I put all these ads on it, and I put his number so all these people would call and text him all day. And I was like, you're an evil genius, and we're gonna do that to him. But our most popular ad was we put like a new TV like picture on a Kijiji ad, and then we were like, please call to like pick up, it's free, we just don't want it anymore, and like we're never on this Kijiji account, so like please call this number, and then we put his number. And then we also put like amateur hairdresser, like free cut and color for kids and adults. Like, please call or text this number. We're never on this Kijiji account. And then his number again. And then we also did like a really nice downtown Toronto apartment for like $500, including parking. So the next day I wake up and I have like 30 messages on Kijiji about the TV. And it's like, hey, I called your number. I texted your number. One guy was like, I called 5 times and like, I really want this TV. And because I had so many messages, I was like, yes, I'm wasting your time like you wasted mine. Pew, pew.
That is diabolical. Oh, I love it. I love it. Why is this so satisfying? I'm so satisfied for you. I wasted your time like you wasted mine. Subscribe